Hey, what's up, guys? It is DJ, and today we got some new mods to take a look at for Farm Sim 22. In total, today we have 11 mods for all platforms, 4 new and 6 updates, and PC and Mac players got 1 new as well. However, 1 new for PC and all platforms is basically the same thing with 1 small change. In today's video, we'll show you the new ones plus customization options. We will also review all the mods that got an update and show you a little something special at the end of the video. So, let's jump right in. Starting off today with new ones for all platforms, so we have a map, the Nutons Hedge. This is a map from Farming Simulator 13. I don't know if this was a base game map or a mod map, but nonetheless, it is here. We have 62 fields and a meadow, 3 farms, 1 BGA, 7 forests, 10 outlets, an animal dealer, collectibles, added a new pallet, whatever that means, and modification of the RTM. They also have multi-terrain angle. If you guys are on PC, there is a separate mod just for that. However, there's nothing else that's different, at least that I've seen. There are, in fact, 7 mods that you will have to download in order to be able to use this. The Emily Pack from Universum Modding, Stone Walls from Top Ace 888, Silo Farmer Tempora 30 from Universum Modding, Grimmer Pack from Pepe 978, the Metal Shed from Simulator Games, Lizard Cutting Cart from Design Farming, and Silo Lizard from Pixel. The interesting thing is, a few of those are tools. Usually we don't have to download a build trailer for a map. Not quite sure I like that, but hey, it's not what I like at the end of the day. So let's move on. Let's take a look at the PDA itself and see what we've got. Well, here you go. Here is your PDA. The big square on the outside, that's the size of a normal map, like one of the base game ones that we've got. And if we click on it, well, not done exactly right. $17.2 million to buy it. Or, you know, we could just make that free like every other map should be. You can get outside the map, however, only if you're flying. I'm not sure there's any piece of equipment that could get you out there. You see, I'm trying to get out, and then right there. So this is about as high as you need to be to get outside the map. However, you could probably cheat your way out, or if you guys want, you could just, well, fly out. So there's that as well. Take a look at some of the stuff in here. We get farmland number 2, we get farmland number 60, and we get farmland number 41 over there. Those are fields. Man, I hate that they started doing this. We're farmland, but it's not. It's actually this. Ugh. It just adds up to it. I'm having a day. Leave me alone, all right? We've got your map right, or your main farm right here. We'll pop over to it just to take a look. And here you go. That's your main farm. And we get a little area over here on the other side of the road as well, is where you have animals and a few other storage bits. Now, do I like this? Yes, it's a little bit flatter than most of the maps that I like personally, but I do like how it's very easy to manage, it's very easy to get around, and very, very simple at the end of the day. So there you go, Nutons Hedge. Your next new one for all platforms today is the Fiat 120c. This has got 120 horsepower, manual transmission, 228 liters of fuel, and it goes 8 miles an hour. It's a little tank is what it is. Configuration, we have standard 300 kilogram front weight, 540. It's got a rear link, which is completely separate from the front, and then we've got a little bit more, all those together. Engine setups, 120, 140, back and forth between those. Wheel setups, we have standard track. We also have the wide tracks. Let's go with the wide track there. Design, without cabin or with cabin. Configuration, license plate. Let's see here. Top left, we've got a 70s. We've got for the map, and then 70s. So back and forth between those. Let's see, we can add a one. It's a little bit squished, but it does work. It does work just fine. If we jump in and take a listen, it does sound pretty good. We will gun it. Sounded good through there. We have 5 gears if we're running in a manual mode. There we go. And switch it back and forth. Looking good, looking good. Let's see. There is something we can move. Oh, that is going to be our... Look at that. Oh, that is super neat. And it makes a noise every time it goes over a hole. That's kind of cool. Otherwise, that is the only thing that we can't change. Next up from North Modding Company, we have the FTG Moheda M151 4-wheel drive, or 4WD. I assume that means 4-wheel drive. In here, we got some cool stuff, and it's really, really nice as well. Forwarder bunks. We have the forwarder bunks with extensions. We can make them a little bit higher. We also have the hydraulic stackions. Very cool, so you can grab a hold and bring them in. Let's go with those. Regular, no extensions needed. Wheel brands, we have Trelleborg. We also have a Nokian tire, and back in between those, these are going to match perfectly with all of your logging equipment, which I love. Did I mouse? My words ain't working today. Design. We have a couple different design options here for your crane. I'm not quite sure which one it matters that you go with there. Choose the one that you like. Toolbox. We do have a toolbox design. I guess that's going to be on the very front. Yeah, just a little box. Right, left, or both. Back plate. Let's go ahead and spin that around. Okay, so we either get a design 2, which looks like a light, or design 1, which is just going to be the model number. Attachment type, I imagine this will be around towards the front. Yes, so we've got a couple different designs there. It's either going to be, I guess, hydraulically powered or PTO powered, which is very cool. Winch, yeah, we got a winch, man. That is super cool. So we have none. We have one located on the trailer or one located on the crane. A winch on the crane. That's cool. Can we use these? Let's do one on the bottom, one on the crane, and let's go up and let's see if we can utilize these. So the first one is going to be right there. I'm not seeing a button for it, so maybe just visual? It seems like it may just be visual. Yeah. And lastly, your last new mod for all platforms already, the Deutz-Fahr SwatMaster 3721 from Agro Design Austria. I think we talked about this in Farm Sim News. If we haven't, well, let's talk about it now. Weighs about half a ton, 20 horsepower is required, 3.7 meter work width, at 9 miles an hour. This is a windrow, and we've got a couple different setups for wheels, like those. And the brands, we have Deutz-Fahr, but we also have Vicon as well. So if you don't want the Deutz-Fahr green, well, change it up and go for the Vicon. Very cool. Making our way over to some mod updates for all platforms. We have the Holmer Terra T440. This is from Giant Software version 1011. Fix the discharging in multiplayer. Next update's also a Giant Software mod, the Kverneland iXter B18 version 1021. Fix partially invisible component. Thirdly, another Giant Software update to the Samson Agro PG II 25 version 1001. Optimize the multiplayer synchronization. And pretty much the exact same update to the Samson Agro PG II 20 1001, optimize multiplayer synchronization. And our last two updates for all platforms today are not from Giant Software, but they're actually from Red Cat 3D, both of them. First is the Deutz-Fahr Series 9 version 2.1, added support for Kubota DLC passenger function, replaced the rims with new models, replaced interior generation config, there you go, by model year configuration for more visual changes, corrected the interior camera, replaced simple IC by interactive IC, and optimized various textures. And your last one, the Deutz-Fahr Series 6 TTV, HD 7 TTV, 8 TTV. So these are the three smaller models, also from Red Cat version 3. It does say that you may need to reconfigure already existing vehicles in your save game, and these are pretty popular, so I'm guessing a lot of people are going to have to do that. So what has changed? Well, they've removed the 7230 engine configuration and added the 6230 TTV HD, which is a standalone buyable tractor, replaced the simple IC with IC, or interactive control, added support for Kubota DLC passenger function, added configuration for steering wheel, added configuration for position light on Series 7, replaced the rims with new models, and added rim color configuration, corrected the color and material values for matte and Java Green, overhauled the tire configurations on Series 7, added Continental communal tires on the BKT, narrow tires, man, there's like 3 words combined into one here. I don't like it. And the Series 7 TTV and TTV HD now have different visual fuel tanks and added fuel tank configuration to Series 8. And your last mod today, we have a new one for PC and Mac players, but as I mentioned previously in the video, the only difference between the Nutons Hedge this map versus the one for all platforms is multi-terrain angle. Just a reminder before we take off today, I have already released a full video showcasing all of the new DLC equipment, including how it works, customization options, and using it in the field itself. We actually loaded it up on the Alpine map, so if you want to see how something like this may be beneficial to your farm, definitely check that video out, link below. Well guys, that is it for today, and that is it for Friday. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, drop a like on it and get subscribed if you are new. Again, make sure you check out the Hay and Forage Pack DLC preview that I released super early this morning. If you want to know anything about the DLC, you'll probably find it in there. Otherwise, just hope you have a great day and an awesome weekend. We'll see you guys later.